And okay.
Okay, I started off with a yawn there. That is highly unprofessional for the very first podcast of 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, it's the normal. It's pretty normal actually.
Yeah.
I don't feel that different. Still feels.
I actually do. I feel New Year, same me.
Oh, that's your
Yeah.
what do you call it for this year?
Yes.
New Year, same me.
New Year, same me. But new cigar. Just I haven't tried this cigar ever.
This is something new from I believe it's Crown Heads. This is the Headley Grange Black Lab. And I guess I'll just dive into the blend real quick. I'll mention this again in a little bit, but this in particular one we're having is a 6-inch by 52 Toro. Is an American Connecticut Habano wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder and filler, and comes in about $11 online, which is actually pretty good considering this is actually a pretty limited release of 1,500 boxes at a 12 count per box. So, I mean, not extremely limited. I mean, I know there's been smaller runs out there and stuff, but that's still pretty hard to find right there.
Yeah.
If you broke that down just in the United States, what is that? 20 boxes a state?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh no, that's about 1,000. Sorry, so about 30 then. 30 boxes a state. That's
it's not very many.
That's pretty exclusive still.
Yeah.
So very much thank you for letting us try this, guys. And I believe it's named actually after the building where Led Zeppelin recorded their album 4. So, or Roman numerals 4, not just regular 4. It's much more classy than that.
Now, everybody watching the comments, how you guys doing today? First podcast of 2020. Looking forward to getting to it. Looking forward to getting to this brand new cigar. Just a whole lot really planned for the year that we want to make sure we get done.
There is. Obviously, it's going to roll out throughout the entire year. We got a lot of 2020 to go. Almost, I believe, 364 days of it since this is a leap year. So don't worry if it doesn't all happen right away, guys. But there's plenty just here in the beginning of the year that I am super excited about. What are we getting?
I'm getting fig. I am getting spice. And I am getting chocolate pudding. Off of the cold draw.
So we're starting off 2020 with Frankie apparently just making up flavors on cigars now.
Yeah, the very first cold draw little puff I had there reminded me of the pudding snack packs.
I don't believe that at all. Now I'm calling a flub on that one.
Then you get some.
Wow.
You get some spice in there. You get that pudding. Yeah. You get that little bit of fig in there as well. That little dried fruit fig flavor.
That's sweet and chocolatey. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna say pudding. I'm definitely don't think I'm getting pudding exactly, but you're right on chocolatiness. Definitely a fruit sweet, but no spice
pudding. It's the pudding.
I'm not getting any spice, not just yet. We'll keep on that. Real quick though, Rosita, I am so sorry. It says in the comments we gotta check our messenger more often. I haven't seen any messages, so please resend it. Send it to me directly if you can, even. Because we got lots to talk about. And I hope you're having a great new year. Calvin, you too, and Anthony, hope you're all having an amazing start to your 2020. Yeah, I stole Frankie's cedar fire, so I didn't even have to light.
It did have a semi-closed foot. I don't know if you mentioned that before or not.
I did not. Thank you.
And again, this is a brand new cigar for us on the show. I believe this was sent in by Chris Markham, so thank you, Chris. Thank you to everybody checking in, wishing us happy new year to you guys as well. Hopefully you guys are starting the new year off with something very nice to smoke. We are going with this limited Headley Grange for the first podcast. Yesterday, I finally, after almost a year of waiting, I had my Purple Rain Opus X Forbidden, and it was a fantastic cigar. I got a lot of questions on whether or not I think it was worth $60, which is what I paid for it here in California. I think that's going to be everybody's own personal opinion, whether they want to pay that much money for a cigar. But in my opinion, I thought it was fantastic, and I was happy to pay that $60. I don't think I would pay it again for that cigar, just because, I do feel I can get a lot more quality cigars for that price as opposed to just one cigar that I'm going to want to sit on for a while.
I really want to try it still. But before we get too far in this, because I think it has to go. Chris, hope you have a good one. Feel better. Billy, how you doing? Happy 2020. And Yes is in San Antonio right now, celebrating 30th year anniversary. That's
Congratulations.
Awesome, man. Congrats. And Calvin brought the new year with the Rose of Sharon. I actually went Opus X as well, but I went a different route with the Angel Share. And to your wording, I think you're very wise when you say this. The Purple Rain looked amazing. Sounded really good when you mentioned it and described it for me. I have not had one, but I feel like I could have 2, depending on the size, maybe even 3 of my Angel Shares, maybe for a little bit more than $60. So they're about $20 each, if not a little bit more for the larger ring gauge or for the larger cigar there. But yeah, that's 2 or 3 of also a very phenomenal cigar from the same maker.
I could have easily gotten a nice Padron, Atabey, and Liga number 9 for that price.
Oh no, you couldn't do that. Which Padron are we talking?
You can get any of the nice Padrones that we have at the shop. They have some $19 nice Padrones. You get a $16 Liga number 9 in a Flying Pig, and you find a nice little $22 Atabey.
The little guy,
short
guy. Okay, I can give you that one. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah, so it's just all about finding that right spot, that right size, that right price point for your budget. We could make a whole list off of what you could get for that $60 price point. You could, if you wait for the right time on Cigar Bid or JR, you could probably get a box of cigars for that price.
A decent box, too. Not just anything. Yeah, you can get some good stuff on there. But for right now, this Black Lab, I need to do a little retouch on it, but I'm getting a lot of spice. The spice blew up right off the bat. It's right in the back of my throat, Joe. I can feel all right.
Oh, it's engulfed my entire mouth of spice on this thing, but it's not a bad spice.
No, it's
a nice, enjoyable spice. I'm getting cedar. I'm getting damp earth right now.
Damp earth is a good one. That's a good way to describe it. Damp earth and spice is about where I'm at right now. That sweetness from the beginning, from the dry draw, not really getting it.
Yeah.
Not there at all. I don't want to miss you guys, but I'm also trying to – I got notes. I have a couple of notes. Not very many. Just starting the new year off saying – not new year saying me. I want to do better for you guys. I want this show to be more enjoyable, more knowledge-based, more out there. We got a lot of plans for it. But before we go just into our plans, I wanted to talk about, just New Year stuff in general.
And talk about swag from cigar companies. I know a lot of people get swag from cigar companies, like said hat. And I was wondering if you guys ran into the problem that I did. I know I have a big head. It's just something that I've always dealt with. But I did not know that I was going to have the hat on the very last little button on the back.
Well, unfortunately, New Year's resolution will not solve that. Your head will not shrink.
My head will not get any smaller. So I want to know if you guys have ever run into any problems with cigar swag. Viva La Vida did send us some shirts, and I thought it was funny because they sent us size smalls, and I was like, either they didn't look or they're trying to be jerks about it, and it's pretty funny.
You know what? Well, we still got one of them, and the ladies look good in them.
They do.
Glass half full because they're cool shirts. I'm not a big long sleeve guy anyway, so I wasn't gonna cry. I'm gonna cry over a spilt shirt. I did have the problem with the Big Poppy shirt I was given, and like, oh, don't worry, it's a double X. It'll totally fit. And it was a double X
Children's?
from maybe like Abercrombie and Finch, perhaps one of the other higher end, tinier body stores because it fit like a large or a medium on me, and I'm like, so that goes into New Year's resolutions.
We have a question there.
Yeah, Kim Barry on YouTube, you have a good one, man. Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, what's her name?
Whose name?
Yeah, whose name?
I'm at a loss.
I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not following on that one. Give us some more details. We'll catch up with you. I promise. We'll get it up here sooner or later. But New Year's resolutions, and I looked up a study where they did a survey saying what are the most popular New Year's resolutions. And
Can I guess one?
I'll let you go. Yeah, I'll let you guess. I'll give you 5 guesses.
Lose weight.
It's on there.
Travel more.
No. That's a good one though.
Read.
No. Wow. People are.
Go to church.
Nope. Got one more.
Do more stuff with family.
No, wow.
Wow. Okay.
So this year, the number one that people said is actually do my New Year's resolutions, which is if you do that, then you've done them.
That's redundant. That's not fair.
I think that one nicks it. Whatever. Yeah. Next one. Try something new. I like that one.
And a good thing for a lot of people to be trying something new is try this Headley Grange cigar.
Smoke a cigar.
And if maybe not this cigar, any cigar. So if you know people that don't smoke cigars, give them a cigar. Let them try something, even if it's flavored. Give them an acid. Give them a Baccarat, which is the flavored tip. Whatever you got to do, get them to try a cigar. And I promise you, at least I'm trying it as a big step forward.
And I think you will be making their New Year's resolution come true. So the first two would be checked off on their box. And I like Paul here. Pimpin' the Viva La Vida. Your vote for number one was bought and paid for. My vote's for sale too. I give at least 10 extra points to whoever sends me shirts that are too small for me to wear.
Yes, I am perfectly fine with Amazon, Walmart, Disney purchasing us and making this more whatever they want. I will wear the Mickey Mouse ears while I smoke a cigar and the big white gloves. I will wear one of the vests that they have the greeters wear at Walmart, no problem. Amazon, what do they have for a sign?
We'll do a whole show where I'm pushing Frankie in a cart.
Yeah,
and you'll see the Walmart sign right behind him. Mm-hmm. That's I should save this for when I bring the video or the film talk back. But that's one of my goals is to get a hold of a large company that needs website traffic and make them content. Not Netflix, not Hulu, none of those. I'm talking like Domino's.
Yeah.
Think about Domino's. They have their website. They want to bring people to it to order pizza, right? What if they had their own series that every week a new episode comes out and they could put out an email saying, hey, if you order pizza now, it'll be there right when the new episode releases.
I like that idea. I think that's cool.
It doesn't have to be about their product. It's just something that makes people go to their website.
And get pizza. Yeah. I like that. In the same thing, if Marvel Studios or DC would like to purchase us and make some sort of superheroes out of us, Talent in the Stump or something. I think that was pitched around for a little while. I'm more than happy.
I don't see that being the name of it, but whatever. We can go back to workshopping the name. He's joking about for $60. For $60, her name would be whatever you want it to be at $60. Yeah. Come on now. Can't find the Viva here in San Diego. You know what? I don't see it much on the West Coast.
I don't think it's on the West Coast. I don't understand why it's not on the West Coast. I know that Billy and Gus, our East Coast guys, are in New York, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I know they had their shop out there. And they are East Coast guys, but it's blended and distributed by AJ Fernandez. So you would assume most every shop here in California carries AJ Fernandez.
Give it some time. We put that news out in September-ish, I think, September, October. So give it a couple of months, I think, still, and they will be here. I can guarantee you that's going to be a popular cigar.
Now, will you reach into the blue thing and get my box out?
Where's any of the other boxes? You have like 8.
Oh, I've got one in there.
You want me to grab the box from over there real quick?
I'm going to do both, actually. So Miguel's going to grab some stuff real quick. And again, not to harp on Viva La Vida because I absolutely love what Gus and Billy do, and I absolutely love those cigars. Finding them is a little difficult, but once you find them, you're going to be really happy. I promise you.
Camper, absolutely.
I promise you.
Set this guy down. Apologize, the picture gets a little wonky, guys. The lighting. Trying to figure that out a little better.
So, of course, you can get your Viva La Vida. You can get it in the Lancero from Luxury Cigar Club size. They also have, of course, the Toro. They have the Jester. They have a Bellicoso, which I don't have any of for some odd reason. Or a Torpedo, I'm sorry. I don't know why. That's the only size I don't have on me. My suggestion when you can is to grab the 5-pack of Robustos.
Boom.
This thing's super cool. I haven't even opened it yet because I don't want to open it because once I do, I know I'm going to run out. The last one you can get is a Diadema size. This is a limited edition high end. This one comes in a box kind of 10. The other ones come in 20s. The Lancero from Luxury also comes in 10. I'm sorry. But this is the one, you guys. This is the one right here. As you can see, it's still perfect boxed. Have not touched it. other than to open it and look at it and appreciate it, admire it. But yeah, I'm a big fan. What can I say? I bought more boxes of these than I bought Oliva Sierra Milano, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, he has quite a bit. And yeah, I would agree with you if they weren't putting so much money into advertising still. Those commercials still run around $80,000 to $100,000 a commercial to make and release. If they put half that into a filmmaker, they could have their own series. And I think that would be a lot more bang for your buck than commercials nowadays, especially with you can skip them on YouTube if you put them on there, which I've seen ads for pizza places, different stuff like that on there.
I know I personally skip ads.
You don't have to watch them on TV anymore because you have direct, you have recording. People just fast forward right over that. There are still some things that do rely on advertised base to make their money, like Tubi or Pluto. And those are just websites where you can watch free content, but just you have to watch the ads still. And you can't skip those ones. But either way, that's just part of that whole spiel we are talking about earlier.
But real quick, Jeffrey was the one asking about the Vivas, right?
Yeah, it was Larry.
If you guys need to get some Viva La Vidas, call Trina. I begged her and Michelle enough that they should be coming in sometime soon. So if you guys need some, get a hold of Trina at Cigars and More. Mm-hmm. She should be getting them in hopefully within this first month of January for the beginning of the year. So I'm not sure what sizes they got. More than likely, they got the Toro and the Robusto, which are great. But I definitely want her to get the torpedoes in because I want some more torpedoes. I'm a big torpedo fan.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great cigar. And it's I want the Lanceros in. I know they're very limited.
You have to get them from Luxury. You have to get them from Redbeard.
I would love that, though. Yeah. I would love to see those on hand. And, now I'm going to go back to my topics because we went way off to left field. But I was at number 3. And for people's most popular New Year's resolutions by a survey, eat more of your favorite foods.
So they go the opposite of maybe eating healthy all the time.
Yeah, which is exactly the next one, which is lose weight or diet.
Yeah.
So those two definitely contradict, unless your favorite foods are healthy. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you guys didn't see our Instagram story earlier today, I was talking about BuzzFeed. I'm not a huge fan of BuzzFeed. I just don't care for them all that much. But I do watch their videos once in a while because they do come up with some interesting content. And one of the videos was they had 3 people eat the same as 3 different NFL players. And one of the players was Tom Brady. And the girl that was taking on Tom Brady's diet, his breakfast was the smallest portion of everybody else because everybody else had like 6 eggs. And they had 2 different breakfasts that had 6 eggs. So it was really crazy. And for his breakfast, he has homemade granola. He has dietary restrictions, no caffeine, no GMOs, no gluten, no dairy, no processed sugars, all kinds of stuff that he doesn't eat. And what was the other one? That was another big one.
No food, basically.
Oh, no fruits or vegetables that are not in season. That was the weird one to me. Because here in California, everything's usually in season year round.
We get it year round.
Yeah. But so his breakfast was homemade granola that he makes himself with Giselle. Even though I bet they have a chef that does it. And coconut yogurt. Now she was like super confused. She's like, "Well, yogurt's milk. How am I supposed to have it?" She's like, "Wait a minute, coconut milk." Oh, okay. And we were at the grocery store earlier today getting some snacks, so we were going to come over here to the club and do the show and stuff. And we found some. And she said it was horrible. She did not like it. I tried it. It wasn't bad.
No, it tastes fine.
It wasn't bad. I don't see the nutritional value as opposed to regular yogurt, which you got also, and stacked them up. That was going for more fats and carbs, whereas the other one was going from, or the regular was going for more protein
and sugar.
Yeah.
So you have, either way, it's like supposed to be energy. I think carbs last you longer throughout the day than protein, which is why when you're eating more protein, you eat a little bit throughout the day or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know my nutritional stuff.
I'm not a dietitian.
It's not going to happen. But I will say the reason I think he doesn't do dairy is because this number is pretty inflated, I bet. But I think they said like 1 out of 5 people can handle dairy completely. The other 4 out of 5 have some form or at least a mild amount of lactose intolerance.
So is that why they did like 2% milk and all that stuff?
No, just to cut dairy out completely. If you do that, you feel a lot better for certain people.
Well, I've heard a lot of people that talk about not drinking dairy. It's like, yeah, I understand, cows drink milk and we drink milk from their moms when we're born. But you don't see cows drinking milk when they're older. They drink water.
Yeah, you don't see them flying planes either. We learn how to get
It's all thanks to milk.
If animals could get milk and figure out how to do it, they would drink milk too. They just don't know how to do it. You would easily find a monkey who found a farm and was smart enough to grab milk. They start grabbing small tools. They'll steal milk out of your house in certain areas. They'll steal any kind of food, really.
See, that was the thing about having a dog. It's like, dang, all we give him to drink is water. I felt bad. And like when we give him food, and mom and dad used to buy the food, and it was just a bag food. It's like, man, they get the same damn food every time. That's why I started buying the canned foods. And every once in a while, I give it to mix it up because it's like, that ain't cool.
You need something different.
Yeah.
But
real quick to the cigar though, Ash is holding on really well. Nice smoke output, good burn line, good draw, great flavors. Flavors.
Yeah, the spice toned down quite a bit. I think it was just that little beginning. I had a weird burn. I think I might have just lit it a little incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
And I did correct that. I think you guys saw it on camera.
The Ash is light gray to white.
Mine's been kind of weird. It's been very dark, and it was definitely going to fall off, so I had to break that off as soon as I could. So construction's been a little different on my end, but still good flavors.
Light tap knocked it off, so it's probably going to fall off pretty soon as well.
Yeah. All right. So then we go to our number 5, which is go to the gym, which I think we're also trying to throw that in there as well.
I think that counts as the diet, though. Diet, exercise.
Together. No, the one's literally diet, like watch what you eat. The other one's exercise more.
I just think they go hand in hand, personally.
Oh, definitely do. But I think I can see why you would pick one or the other. Maybe you're someone who already goes to the gym a lot. Now you want to fix your diet. Or maybe you eat well, but you want to feel a little better anyways, a little more energy.
Now, portion control is a big thing. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to make this a big old diet thing.
No, just
but I heard that if you get a smaller plate, you'll eat less.
I'll just eat 2 plates. I'll just put, my plate's empty. Better fill this plate back up. I'm terrible with that. You're gonna see me try to do better this year, guys. I promise you that.
I'm gonna try.
But I am not subscribing to the number 1. Actually, do my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna actually try them. Number 6 is pretty ambiguous. Be happier, better mental health. I get that. It makes sense. People want to take care of themselves.
What do we have on
Hey,
there?
we are smoking today. Having the
Headley Grange.
Headley Grange. Thank you. Headley Grange Black Lab. If you can see that on camera, I'm sorry, it's a little blurry.
Oh, I forgot to take a picture.
The one thing I asked.
Shoot, I'm gonna do that right now, guys. Damn, I totally forgot to do that. It's the one thing you asked me to do, huh?
Checking in from Corpus Christi. That's awesome. Hope you're having a great 2020. We are having actually right now the Headley Grange Black Lab, the 6x52 ring gauge. It is a Connecticut Habano wrapper, does that make sense? Connecticut Habano wrapper?
Yeah, because Habano is the type of leaf, and Connecticut is
the
where it's
style.
grown.
I thought that was how it was grown.
No.
With the shade over it.
No, because an Ecuadorian Habano would be in Ecuador. A Dominican
Connecticut.
Habano.
Okay. All right, there we go. My head was being weird with that. I don't know why I couldn't.
My New Year's resolution for you to be get more knowledge on cigars.
I think I was thinking like that girl, like how can you have yogurt without milk?
Right.
Like how can you have Connecticut Habano? Either way, it's Connecticut Habano wrapper with I believe. Let me make sure I get this right. I don't want to give you guys wrong information right now because I have it right here. Yes, Nicaraguan binder and filler. There we go.
And it's made in the Dominican, when it's mostly Nicaraguan tobacco.
Yeah, the factory is in the Dominican Republic.
So that just goes to show a lot of people like they go, "Oh, I don't like cigars that come from Nicaragua, or I don't like cigars that come from here or there." It's like that's just where the factory happens to be. Yeah, more likely than not, a lot of the tobacco also comes from that area because the farms are usually around there.
Easy to transport.
Lots of people import and export tobacco.
And Brian, thank you. Connecticut. See, there you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Help clear up my mind a little bit. And Jeffrey, I always tap my ash or it ends up on me. Yeah, that's my problem too. Right now I'm wearing a gray shirt, so if I had that problem, probably couldn't tell as much. But hopefully that problem's less and less this year. I'll remember to actually ash in the ashtray instead of my lap.
I have got a few nice long ashes, like on the Macanudo Black Label, that I really like a lot. The Inspirato Black Label, the Partagas Legend. I got some really nice ash on.
That nice white label on there.
Yeah, it's a really big white label. Yeah, the Oliva CRV. I got some good ash on.
Like we were talking about the Padrones earlier.
Those are Padrones, the Andalusian Bull. There's been quite a few that I get good ash going, and I kind of hold it upside down, and I want to try to keep it going as long as I can.
Yeah,
But when I'm just here at the lounge, when we're doing reviews, when we're doing podcasts, when we're just writing up new articles for the website, or even if I'm just sitting down watching Apple TV, I'll ash it. I'll roll it along the side of the ashtray to get rid of it, and I don't want to drop it on myself either.
And it's definitely good advice when they tell you, hey, keep a little bit on there so it helps cool down the smoke a little bit because it's a little more to travel through. But you don't have to. I've noticed that when I keep it on, the flame stays a little better, the little cherry. But other than that, not really a big issue.
Yeah.
It's better to cut or punch my cigar. You know what? That is a really good question because I would say either way, just whatever you prefer. For a mixed fill cigar, I would definitely pick a punch. So you just take a little bit off. But there's a very clear cut reason why you want to cut instead of punch. And our buddy Jeremy here, who started Culebras, pointed out to me, when you do a full cut across, you're getting all the leaves exposed versus just a little spot, and it allows the smoke to travel through all the leaves instead of to one pinpoint area. So you might get pretty significant flavor change from one area versus the entire. Now, I like the V-cut because you're going deep, and it can bring smoke from both sides into you or into the middle right there. Mm-hmm. But it could be minuscule. It could be great. I think we said we were going to do that test video a while ago, but we got to do it.
Yeah.
I think with the Sierra Nevada Melanio, I think that'd be the best couple of Robustos each.
We'd have to get quite a few different cigars because even a guillotine cut, as opposed to a V cut, as opposed to a Cuban cut, as opposed to a punch, a shuriken, or that newfangled poker that you use, with the 3 prongs on it.
Yeah.
They all give you different draws. So really, this is going to depend on what you prefer. I love my Colibri V-cut. I use it every time we're here at the club. No matter what shape of a cigar it is, I use that. But when we're at the cigars are more, they don't really they have the V-cuts. They have a kind of more shallow, and I don't like that because I kind of feel pinches. So I'll just use a straight cut.
No, that makes sense. But I think those two in particular, the straight cut versus a punch, are drastically different. I don't care for the shuriken. I don't like that one.
I've tried it a couple times trying to get it to work properly. I've never gotten to work quite right, but I get the idea of it.
I'm not a fan.
And I'm more likely to put my finger in the hole and cut my finger.
Yes. I want to play with it, and I want to throw it at someone like a shuriken, which is not going to work. But I think the straight cut and the punch are the two to test. So we're not going crazy with 8 different styles of cutting. Need a box each to do one experiment.
Now, of course, if you go to the factories, you would be made fun of, apparently, if you reach for a cutter or ask for a cutter. Those guys are going through so many cigars a day, they don't even bother with cutters. They simply do what Miguel usually does, take their nail, little half moon, peel it off from the cap.
Works every time.
And they go from there. So
I rarely use the V-cut. I just wanted to today. Just felt like it. Nothing crazy. Brian, I like this one, though. He usually tries to keep his ash on and shoots for about 40 minutes before it falls onto his lap sometimes, or most of the time. Or he'll ash it in the ashtray, or as he calls, the cigarbage.
Cigarbage.
I like that name a lot. And have you heard of Ramrod Cigars? That sounds... Cat, get out of here. Go. There's a cat in the lounge. No. Sorry. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've had it.
I'm going to look it up.
Ramrod Cigars. Please look that up. Yeah, Matt's all about that V-cut too. Matt, hope you're having a good 2020. Sorry if I didn't mention that earlier. And it depends on the cigar. I prefer a cut, and more often than not these days, a crown cut. Okay, yeah, a little double cut. I like that one a lot. And that is a good point. It depends on the cigar. I just think that a mixed fill, which there are some that I do like. They're not very much that I go off, or I don't go after very often, excuse me. But one that's good, the Cedar Room Select is a mixed fill cigar. It's a lot of short filled in a nice Connecticut wrapper. Okay,
so real quick, Ramrod Cigars, dry cured, machine rolled. So they're machine rolled cigars.
Okay.
Made from tobacco from Kentucky and Tennessee. Interesting.
Kind of like that.
And
you know what?
You get a 4 3/4 by 38 or a 6.5 by 34.
6.5 by 34. That's a thin ring gauge. All right.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a what's right below a Lancero?
Lancemino.
But I'm just going off of what Famous has here. So
Okay, cool. That sounds interesting. I would like to try that out.
now I have seen the 4 3/4 by 38 because it looks more like the tin ones. I've seen those at the shop. There's that little cowboy guy on there. I don't know if you can see it very well.
Ah, all right. Maybe we'll try those out. Maybe.
So yeah,
It's funny. I heard a cat and looked up like there was one in my backyard. Yeah, sorry about that. It's a loud cat. But yeah, he gets fed by the different businesses here and the club, so he feels like he can walk in wherever he wants.
yeah.
Pretty much can. Gonna visit your friend JJ tomorrow. Yeah, it's nice. You have a fun time. And my goodness, I was mentioning something.
Oh, if you're
Short
gonna visit
fillers.
JJ in Vegas, my suggestion to you would be pick up the Mr. White Gold Edition from Sinistro. There's a pre-release band on it.
Ooh, that's good.
Pick up the Mr. Candela, which is also the pre-release on it.
Good.
Pick up the Haram and Solomon Traveling Man, which is the purple banded one, in any size that you like. What else is out there that I think you should pick up that I know we don't have? I think that's it. But those are three cigars that I would definitely look at getting that I know that we don't have yet here in Bakersfield, even though we have Haram and Solomon hopefully coming soon.
Yeah, phenomenal cigars right there. Frankie mentioned. If I could add to that list, I know it doesn't always sound like the best advice, but their house blend, that JJ Special, it is a Maduro Lancero, and it is.
Oh, that's
really
another.
good.
Yeah, it's another thing.
Really nice.
They do have a lot of Lanceros out there. I know not everybody's a big Lancero fan,
But if you are,
but grab a few, 3 or 4. They have the La Naranja or Narang. I forget how to say it.
no, that's right.
In the Maduro in a Lancero, that's fantastic. Try grabbing a couple Lanceros and just smoking them and see what you think. Because I'm a big Lancero guy. There's something about that every time I pick up a Lancero, I think of that Tombstone where he goes, "What can I get you, stranger?" He's like, "Wouldn't mind one of those cigars." And it looks like a Lancero to me. It's thin and long, and
it's a rustic Lancero.
yeah, I really like it. They have the Mr. White Gold and the Churchill.
I will be
which is
smoking
huge.
that very soon.
Do they even call it a Churchill? What do they call this thing?
It's Churchill. It's a big
They
son
do.
of a bitch.
Yeah. So that one's another good one to pick up there. Lots of stuff. But try to grab a couple Lanceros. Talk to JJ. He'll pick you out a couple good ones.
We'll send you the names for sure. Don't worry. And then real quick, because we had some comments on here too, I don't want to miss. Dude, Ryan, I've gone years. I was a straight cut recently gifted a Calibri V cut. Awesome. And experiment with it. I like on smaller ring cigars. I've tried slightly angling the V, the cut, angling the cut slightly to the right, then to the left, and it makes a wider V. That'd be cool. It's a good idea.
Now, have you tried cutting it in a cross shape to make the crown? I've done that a couple times. It works better, I think, on bigger ring gauge cigars. You get the small ones, it kind of crushes a little bit.
A gentleman mentioned the crown cut earlier.
But the crown cut is a pretty interesting one as well.
Huh. Ephraim says, I like to punch, then do a guillotine cut 15 minutes into the smoke. Changes up the cigar. Yeah, that's exactly what Jeremy we were talking about earlier, too. Yeah, Very cool. And Celestino, hope you're having a great 2020. I've had the Mr. Gold edition, and I need to smoke it again. The first one just didn't hit me. No worries. Yeah, try it again. If it's not for you, there's other ones in the line that are just as good. So
yeah, absolutely.
If you don't like every cigar in a line, it's not a big deal. As long as you got ones you enjoy. Nicholas, how you doing? When you get a chance, look at the pic I posted. Extra skinny fire kid. Nice. I love the fire kid.
I would also recommend picking up any scholars that you can find from Sinistro. These things are awesome.
Yeah.
Sinistro is the only people I know that make a scholar like this. I know that CAO makes the Amazon Basin, the Anaconda, and the Fuman Quarter that have the tobacco wrapped around too. But in my opinion, the scholars from Sinistro are far, far more superior. And I do like the Basin and the Fuman Quarter a lot.
And then, like Anthony says, do the crown with a regular V, maybe not as deep a one, and it won't crack it as easy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just a little and a little.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of difference.
Yeah.
And we'll send you the cigars we're talking about in a message too, Anthony, before the day is out.
Mm-hmm.
Back to what I was talking about from the beginning, trying to get this New Year's stuff out of the way, because it is the first episode of anything we've done in 2020.
It is. Wow.
The 7th thing, this is just the most popular list again, guys. Just be more healthy. and the next one is be a better person. Those two are very ambiguous. So I don't know.
If you're a cigar smoker, you can't be any better of a person. So that's already void.
You've already won. You did it.
You're winning life.
Number 9 is upgrade my technology. I like that one. A lot of people.
That is definitely one we got to work on. We got to get a better DSLR, I think.
The camera's great. I would love to get a new one.
Yeah, I would like to get a newer. What is the
GH5
5i or 5X? Yeah, 5S. I would like to upgrade my laptop. Obviously, we had the issues with it when we were doing the 8-hour stream. It works really well right now. You know, it runs well, and it's still a few years old.
But we're only at 35 minutes instead of 4.5 hours like last time.
True. But I would like to get it. I would like to get the larger version of it. I like bigger screens. I'd like to update the iPad and get a new iPad.
My goal is actually to go to PC editing this year for editing. I love my Mac Mini for just me, but I think a more powerful PC would help out because I can get something 3 times as fast with a better video card. A little nerdy talk here, but with a better video card.
But it won't have the Apple logo.
It won't have the Apple logo, but it's the same price as what I would get 1/3 of on the other side.
But it won't have the Apple logo. That's really what you're paying for, bro.
I don't want to pay for that. And then the very last one is just staying motivated. And that's a hard one for a lot of people out there. But, there's always ways to do it, guys.
I got to say, the motivation part for me is kind of a cheat because I have you. I have everybody watching. You guys keep me motivated. You keep me motivated to keep doing. I see you doing work with cigars. I want to do more work with cigars. People like Dad Smoking Cigars or Brad or Kevin or Leo, Rosita, Cigar Vixen, even Brian Glenn, Vic, High Desert Man, Bob, a cigar guy.
Oh, heck yeah. All of them.
Even the Stick Man, all these people that do reviews and shows, that kind of stuff keeps me motivated to keep doing it on my end. I see, oh shit, Kevin posted a video today. Mike, get your ass on the computer, start editing something.
Do something.
I see Brad come out with a cool little video on Instagram. It's like, Miguel, we need to get more people watching us on Instagram. Get on Instagram. So that, and then, I see all the support you guys give us, and that gets me motivated to do more, And so I got to say, for me, the motivation, it's always there.
Yeah, no, it gives us definitely a purpose-driven reason to do things, and I love that. And I really do appreciate you guys being there to kind of keep us in check, make sure we're getting stuff done. And this list that I was going off of, that top 10, was just an ABC affiliate news site. And one that I wanted to bring up, not all of them, but just a couple out of it, is Forbes. I really love Forbes articles.
They do a good job.
Yeah, they're really good for if you're just looking for like business advice or if you like that entrepreneur stuff or just information in general. They'll give you, top 10 places where your money will go furthest in the U.S. Or fastest growing cities or most tech-friendly cities, things like that. And I really do appreciate those. And they're number one for goals for 2020 for people who want to be leaders in whatever they're doing is take control of the device that's stealing your time. And the number one is your phone. I want to go down to the next one, and it's say no more often. When you agree to too many things at once, it starts to all of a sudden you're too spread out and nothing gets done.
So it's the opposite of yes, man.
So yeah, if you say no to a few of those things, you can really give your time to the others and go forward faster. And then maybe go back to those other things.
Yeah.
But I definitely appreciate those ones. There's some others on here, but those are just a couple that I really wanted to, because then one of them is visualize your goal. I make my poster board every year with a picture of Danica Patrick on a dune buggy. No, that's an Always Sunny reference. I'm just kidding. But with this being literally 2 days in the new year, I really wanted to touch on these, not just goals in general or New Year's resolutions, but just some things to think about throughout 2020.
I think for me, if I was going to make any kind of resolutions, obviously try more cigars, but try more cigars that have already been out for a while that I have not yet gotten to. There's a lot of cigars, from Perdomo or Rocky Patel, Aurora, even Gurkha that I just don't try because they're not new. And I don't really look at them all that often.
Or we still have the time. Sometimes.
Yeah, so I would really like to get out there, maybe get some more of the core line stuff, the legacy line, and just try more stuff. Because there's a lot of people, that El Rey del Mundo, when we had the last event that we hosted, And the guy's like, "Oh, you're missing the best cigar in the world, the El Rey del Mundo." And I was like, "I know, I've heard of it. But what does it look like? Because it comes in the white tissue." I was like, "Okay, I've seen it." And then I tried it. And it was a really good cigar.
It was.
So, more of these cigars that have already been out for a while, I have to try. And also some more cigars that are maybe not super new to the market, but have been out for a while that I haven't tried yet. Like Frontline. I haven't tried yet.
Yeah, that'd be a great one. There's plenty.
I know there's more on the side. On top of my head, I can't think of what they are, but I know there's more boutique stuff that I haven't even tried yet.
Yeah, there's plenty out there that we would love to catch up with. And I think you're right. I think we got to make more time for that stuff that's not new but still great. And Matt, no, I had no idea. A video saying that he's shutting down High Desert Man. I got to find that video. I have not seen this.
I did not know that.
Jeez, I don't like that. What was the first cigar you smoked this year? Celestino said he smoked a Monte Cristo that his wife surprised him with. That's cool.
Nice.
His first Monte Cristo ever. Nice. Very cool. First one for me was the Angel Share. And then this guy over here.
First one for me was the Opus X Forbidden Purple Rain. Here in California, it's $60, and I have been saving it for a few months. No, I've been saving it for over a year because I took a picture of it last Christmas.
Yeah. That was like right when the Christmas season started.
Yeah, so I've been saving that cigar for over a year in the humidor, just keeping it there, and always saying, I'm gonna find a special occasion. What better than the first day of 2020?
I like that. That was a good call. Bill, you're not late. You're right on time. We're just getting into it. But we are smoking the Headley Grange Black Lab. It was released 2018. Again, it is this today. Ours is a 6-inch by 52 ring gauge, U.S. Connecticut Habano wrapper with Nicaraguan binder and filler. And as Frankie pointed out, it is made in the Dominican Republic at the Tabacalera La Alianza SA factory.
Of course.
That's I want to start looking that stuff up more too.
Yeah, because when people say, "Oh, it's made in this factory," "Oh, it's made in that factory," I'm like, okay,
very cool. All right, nice.
Awesome.
I like that. But
I want to learn more blenders.
Yes.
I want to learn more in depth on leaves. I want to see if I could try to further my palate as far as when I taste a cigar, can I tell where the tobacco comes from?
Yeah, and Angel saying "Dream of Cuba." We actually have some videos coming to you about.
We
that.
had a cigar from his on one of the live shows, I believe it was. It's not Lorenzo. It's Angel. If you help me out with his name, I know it starts with an L.
Yeah.
But it is his signature special blend that he sent us in a pack with some other stuff, and I tried it, and I was super surprised how much I liked it. I do have like 3 or 4 more of his cigars that he sent us that are a couple are wrapped in newspaper, and I can't wait to try them. Honestly, I can't. That special blend that he made, I think it was a Lazos or something like that, specialty blend, was really, really good. I was surprised how much I liked it. I even said so. Lazaro, there we go. Lazaro blend.
We need to. I want to do those right. I want to put them in recorded review videos.
Yeah.
This way we can point it to it every time.
Yeah.
Because they are phenomenal stuff. It was really good. Matt says that he posted it yesterday. This is during the last 5 minutes of the video. Ask people not to ask why right now. Okay. So then we won't bug him about it, but I'm definitely going to watch. And hopefully more comes out about that. Who knows? Maybe this will be one of the last episodes of Bakersfield Gentleman ever. I don't know. No, we'll keep doing it. Yeah. But I'm a little sad about that. I really do like Vic. He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to bug him either if he's going through some stuff. So whenever he's comfortable to say more, we'll just listen then. I'm not gonna hound him for information right now. Then really do appreciate though, Matt.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea. I didn't see yesterday's video.
And just real quick, going back to Dreams of Cuba cigars, if his regular blends are half as good as his signature blend was, they're going to be really good cigars.
I agree.
And again, we have the ones that are wrapped in the newspaper, and I'm really looking forward to those. And we have a couple other ones as well, so definitely looking forward to getting into those. It's just a matter of timing, and it seems like anytime we get cigars sent to us, a new cigar comes out that we have to jump on real quick so that we're not behind the times.
It never ends,
and that makes it hard. And then, of course, I guarantee you, by the time IPCPR or PCA this year comes around, we're still going to have cigars from last year's IPCPR.
I believe we'll still have a few from the year before that.
Yeah. So our little travel door that we keep, or cooler door that we keep for PCA stuff now, it's about halfway emptied. But
yeah, we got a good decent
by the time we get there, it's going to be probably a quarter full, and then we'll just fill it right back up.
Yeah. And so it's, I've had the Varton. We did not do the review on it. We still have it right there. But I've had one before, and they are great.
Do we have Varton?
Varton's in there. He's looking for him right now. Right there.
Boom.
Boom, the Varton. It's good stuff. His personal house blend from Davidoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from Davidoff. Oh, it's nice. Very nice. Yeah, he was pretty pissed and the mouth dropped when he mentioned it. Crazy Vic does a great. He actually does a great job. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He's a super fun guy. When we were out in Dallas last year, us and Chris Haskell for an event that we go to every year. He's like, "Oh, you guys, I think you had a layover or something."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Can I meet you guys?" We're like, yeah, absolutely. So we were at dinner, and he's like, "I'm here at the hotel. Where you guys at?" I was like, "We're on our way," and we did a quick little show with him. So we'll definitely have to look more into the situation.
100%. And those are a League of 5. All right, cool. And Matt says I need to try the League of 10 still. Oh my goodness. We got something coming out for you for that, but it is a great stick. If you have them, and I know they were very limited, so you might only have a few out there, it's worth smoking. It's worth not saving.
Yeah, I want to thank Paul. He sent us a couple. He actually won our League of 10 box giveaway. It was $20 a ticket, and it's funny because when I first pulled the first name, and you can go back and check, there was no way I could have known. I pulled my own name.
He cheated.
And
somehow.
we redid it, and Paul won. So we sent it to Paul, and he's like, "Oh, I'll send you guys some." I was like, No, keep it closed. Save it. And before the new year was out, he sent us a couple. So
which was crazy,
thanks to Paul for that.
And he sent a couple other ones we will be reviewing as well. So that was a huge, huge help right there. I really do appreciate that.
But this Black Lab, smoking really well. As far as transitions going, I'm getting more grass now and more wood. As opposed to the earth and spice that was pretty dominant in the beginning. Still a nice burn. Ash is holding on well. Ash is building very well. Good draw, good smoke output. It is a semi-box press. I don't know if we mentioned that already.
I don't think we did. I don't think we brought it up.
But, yeah, and the band itself is more reminiscent of like a Roman Julieta band with the medals on the side. But I like as the front of the band, very clear, Headley Grange, Dominican Republic.
Yeah, very easy to read, very easy to spot and guess in the humidor. Mine has been really flaky though, so mine on the other end for the ash itself. But other than that, I had a light once, or I had a relight once. Not a big deal. Flavor's still going well. It didn't affect it too much, so I am enjoying this guy. The video pulling your own. Yeah, I cannot believe that you pulled your own name still. But I'll buy one ticket. I'll throw it in there, whatever. It's for the shop, just to make sure it looks good in there, and then mixed it all up. I mixed it. Turned him away from Frankie while I was holding the camera so he couldn't see. Reaches in. Who would it be?
I should have bought a lotto ticket that day.
Maybe.
I should have.
Maybe we'd be doing this in a mansion instead right now.
Right.
Oh, the Bakersfield gentlemen are going to be having foie gras with our.
Even if we had a mansion, I'd still come down here.
I don't think I would. Yeah, I don't think I'd change up my routine too much.
Yeah, it's a great spot. Clever's Lounge is fantastic.
Or, hear me out here, we buy the mansion, right? With a property next to it, and we build a full building the size of this entire thing, turn it into the lounge.
Everybody gets their own monogram recliner with a TV in front of it.
Yeah, and then when we want to, we'll have a separate room for when we want to do movie night. It's an actual theater room, the giant screen, free to the public whenever we feel like having it free to the public. That'd be some cool stuff. Can you ask you guys if you're ever going to meet up with Angela? Yeah, we've met with Angela a few times.
Yeah, we had her on last year for the first Lord Puffer Fuente Fever event. This year we didn't get her on because it was kind of rushed. Carlos was a couple hours late.
He was a little bit late, but the auction, there we go. The auction ran very late.
So she was kind of running around.
She had something. She was busy.
But yeah, we go down and see her when we can.
AFC Championship
will probably be down there at Lord Puffer again because it was good luck for us last year. So hopefully we make it, we'll be down there again watching it with Sunny.
Well, now if you don't beat the Dolphins, that's probably not going to happen.
Anyways,
maybe if you had some milk or some GMOs in the system, you could win.
Anyways, but yeah, Angela's great. I know it's going to be kind of hard because I think she's moving.
She is heading over to the East Coast of Florida to open up what's going to be an amazing lounge. If you've seen the building that they're putting in, it's an old church. I am so excited for her and for everyone in the area because it's going to be an awesome spot. I'm
a little hurt she didn't ask us to go and help curate it and work for it, but it's okay.
I think she's got it. I think she got this handled. If anyone I would trust to run a lounge like that
would be me.
Would be Angela.
Oh, Angela, of course.
She's done such an amazing job at Lord Puffer. If you see the pictures of it from what it was before to what they have done now, it's such an amazing change and so much hard work and effort went into that building.
Yeah, they have koi fish.
They've got koi fish. They've got an amazing lounge for non-members as well as members, and I could not be more happy to see her doing more stuff. Although I think she's on a road trip right now to Florida.
Yeah, I think she's gonna go check it out right now.
That I was a little hurt. I didn't get invited on that. I think I'm a pretty good road trip buddy.
No, you're not. You fall asleep.
On you, yeah. I fall asleep on you every time because you're boring now. You're white bread. You don't tell any good stories anymore. Heard them all. And I must have missed that. I know last year it was on the schedule, but never. Yeah, she was going to come up to Bakersfield during the closer to the end of the year, but the weather was so bad. They kept closing the I-5 or over the Grapevine, and I did not want to ask her to get stuck on the Grapevine. That is horrible.
Or have to go 3 hours out of your way after you've already driven 4 or 5 hours to get up here. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was bad. So hopefully we can get her on before she leaves.
Yeah, we'll definitely make it down to San Diego before then.
Oh yeah.
We have had Emmy on the show as well from Cigar Cave.
Yeah.
Down in San Diego. She has a nice shop down there. They actually have a nice bar. You can get yourself some of the local beers and stuff. They also do hookah, which is not a big deal, and they do cigarettes in the back too for people that want to do that. But
it's kind of rare. I don't see cigarettes as often as I thought I would see.
Hookah and cigars.
Yeah, a lot of cigars. I don't even see that much hookah, but people definitely are smoking.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys have a chance to go check out Cigar Cave, it's a little bit of an adventure to get there. You have to kind of walk through a little corridor to get to the back where it's located. But once you know where it's at, it's a lot easier. And it's a very colorful and vibrant part of San Diego.
Yeah. It's clean. A lot of cool restaurants. It's fine.
Yes. Yeah. Take a lot of pride in it.
They do. Take a lot of pride in that area. And I have to say, it was that hidden little gem back there, which was cool to be able to see that. It reminded me of downtown in Ventura, where there's a couple of these little offshoots and little hidden buildings and hidden stores. And if you take the time to look, you find some cool stuff.
Like a cigar lounge.
In this case, yeah, like a cigar lounge. That was really an awesome experience. Can't wait to get back to Cigar Cave.
Yep.
It's another good one.
Another one that I like that's in San Diego. This one feels more like a man cave to me. It's Maduro's. And again, it's not a huge humidor. It's a smaller humidor, but he's got some quality stuff in there that he really curates really well, Dennis. And the lounge area itself is actually like a covered parking area.
Yeah.
It's these shops down in San Diego, this Old Town area, they're actually converted houses. And he has the garage as a shop that's behind the house to get to kind of walk down to. And, he has the humidor in there. He's got nice little accessories too. He's got a few of those. And, the lounge he put in a few more TVs. And it's just really, really cool. So if you guys get a chance, you go down there on a nice, San Diego spring, summer day when it's not cold and it's not too hot. And you get that breeze from the ocean that's right there. And it's really nice.
Yeah, it's a really good way to spend an afternoon on the weekends.
Then you go to Rockin' Baja Lobster, then you go back and have another one.
Yeah, which was just really cool. I haven't been there in years. And I didn't realize how close it was until we actually got to the area. And, man, it's a really nice place to just hang out.
Yep.
Post some reviews of other cigar shops and lounges you enjoy. That would be a great way to share quality. That's a good idea. Just an actual review of the lounge itself.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. We try to take pictures of lounges when we can. And when we go live from there, we try to take video of it. But an actual review of the lounge itself would be cool.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start adding that in at least like once a month if we can. We'll start obviously with our local one so we can kind of highlight what's around us.
Yeah.
But, man, that would be really awesome. I think maybe we take a weekend to go to Fresno, check out those ones.
Go 3, 4, 5 up there we can do.
Yeah.
4.
I think in a
4.
weekend we can definitely take care of that. But if we go to San Diego, it's like 2 or 3 weekends worth of.
Yeah, San Diego's got quite a few.
It's awesome.
Some of them we actually can't take pictures in because they're gentlemen's clubs. You're not allowed to.
I think he'd be.
No, I'm just kidding. Dino's fine. Yeah.
That would be awesome. Have you posted any more details about Las Vegas? That comes tomorrow, actually.
Yes.
That's. I think we mentioned it a little bit on Tuesday's show, but just for a brief moment. But we got to talk to JJ tomorrow.
Yeah, JJ from Las Vegas Cigar Outlet is helping us put it on. He's helping get us in contact with some reps and some companies to help sponsor the thing, so we can rent out the rooftop for the Saturday party, which is going to be like the main focus of this thing. And just a rough idea of an itinerary for us is going to be, we all get there. We're going to have a hotel code for one of the hotels out there, which is why we had to change the dates. I wanted to do it on the 20th, 21st, 22nd. The 20th is my birthday. But that's the first weekend of March Madness. So they are completely booked. And anything that's not booked is like double the price. The rooftops are like double, triple the price to rent those out. Because everybody's throwing their NCAA tournament parties. So we went for the weekend before. And it should be a good weekend for that, JJ was telling us. So, again, a rough outline will be, we all check into, whatever hotel you want to stay at. We're going to have, of course, a host hotel where everybody can have their own little code to get a little cheaper rate.
Yeah.
And then we're going to kind of just meet up on the Strip. We're going to try to hit up Monte Cristo Lounge, Casa Fuente, and Davidoff of Geneva, which are all right there on the Strip, which I think are probably the most popular ones to go to. A lot of people that come to Vegas that have never been before, those are the ones they want to hit up anyways.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do that Friday, let everybody kind of just unwind and get unpacked and that kind of thing, get some food, drinks, whatever. And then Saturday morning, we'll wake up. We'll probably meet over at Las Vegas Cigar Outlet so everybody can check it out. We'll have a nice little get together there. And then Saturday evening, you can kind of take a break, go do your thing, have some dinner, whatever. Get ready for Saturday night, which is the big party. We're looking for a really cool rooftop or some kind of private event facility to rent out where we can have a nice bar, have the cigars, have the reps maybe set out some tables so they can have their product out if you guys want to buy more cigars. Because we're looking at the price of the tickets will include some cigars, obviously.
Yep.
But if you guys want to get more to discount, we'll have them there available.
Yep.
And then we'll do that big blowout party Saturday night. Sunday morning, again, wake up leisurely, head back over to Las Vegas Cigar Outlet, get your last minute deals and discounts from JJ and all of them before we, have one more cigar and say goodbye.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect plan. I cannot wait to get it all together and actually see everybody out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Real quick, John, how you doing? Casa Fuente is my go-to stop every time I go there. It's a good spot. I like it. Good bar.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
I
interesting.
gotta say, Monte Cristo though would probably be my number one.
For me, Monte Cristo is just for
the Strip.
I just think that the hospitality, the knowledge of their tobacconists, the bartenders, the waitresses, the whole staff is just a notch above. And for the price that you're paying, they need to be. Because you're going to pay a little bit more being on the Strip.
You're paying Las Vegas.
Whether you go to Monte Cristo, Fuente, or Davidoff, you're going to pay more because it's on the Strip. But I just feel the quality of the Monte Cristo Lounge is phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely. And real quick, where was it? Anthony, want me to beat him down tomorrow? I want go to him though, and make sure you tell him that the Bakersfield Gentleman sent you. I want him to know that. See what he says. I'd like to hear that as well.
Cabot, ask myself.
Of course, the first one of 2020. Love it. If you're watching, glad you got to catch that with us.
That was hot too. It hit my hand.
Got to run. Send me those names. No worries. We will send you those, Anthony. Bill and coffee. Yeah, gotta have some coffee.
Yeah, definitely some of that Turkish coffee.
Oh, it's good.
Maybe also what I like to do, running off of, I forget whose idea it was about the lounge reviews.
That's Paul.
Paul, if we can get them to agree to it, put them on the website and, the review and everything, maybe we can even get them to give us, a little discount code. People will say, oh, yeah, I saw your thing on the Bakersfield Gentleman, get a little 5% discount or something.
Yeah, we could talk to them.
Yeah.
See if that works out, yeah. And, is this pre-recorded? No, we're talking right now. Boom. Talking to you guys. Yeah, no worries. We're right here.
Where is the Monte Cristo Lounge at? Is that what they're asking?
That is Matt is asking about the Monte Cristo Lounge. Yeah, that is
It's inside the Caesars, and the cool thing about the Monte Cristo Lounge is when you walk in the Caesars, you go down a little down a little ramp to your right. You keep walking; it's on your right hand side, and then you have your stuff there. And when you leave, you continue down your right hand side, and you just go past the mall stuff. And Fuente's right there too. So they're within walking distance of each other, about 5-minute walk, maybe.
And real quick though, I need to Yana and Sahaban. They're watching over on YouTube, so you guys, if you can't see the comments, but this is a cigar show.
Yeah,
if it's the first time watching, today we're just talking about cigars, pretty much. In 2020, resolutions and stuff. And before I lose too many of these.
Yeah, but thank you guys for watching, and if you guys can, please subscribe. Paul
checking in. How's the smokes out? They are amazing. I bet you it's a little cold in Anchorage. I wouldn't doubt it. You guys are killing me. I have to put VIP tickets to 2 concerts on Friday and Saturday night. I think my wife will agree to skipping out to go to Vegas. Oh, no. I don't know. It depends on the concerts because as much as I want to see you, there are certain concerts you only can see nowadays, like once-in-a-lifetime situations.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to fault you if that's what happens. Like a buddy of ours was a really big what the heck's that band that just came back together for a little bit?
Motley Crue?
No. It's a younger band. Benjamin really likes them.
Oh, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. She couldn't get tickets to it. So she took a bus down to LA, snuck into the hotel right next to it, and watched from a balcony looking down on the concert. So she was not going to miss that for anything. So sometimes, you gotta go to those concerts. Totally agree. And what are you smoking? Just tuned in, Dennis. We are smoking the Headley Grange Black Lab. Pretty damn great right now, I gotta say. I did have to do a couple touch-ups, but no big deal because the flavors are still on point.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of spice, a little sweetness now, getting a little more of that. And all together, a great cigar.
Oh, what comments are we getting in from YouTube? I'm sorry, I can't see those, Mike.
Saban says that that I love cigars. Very
awesome.
Nice. And that I subbed to their channel. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'll check yours out too. Don't worry. I will do it right now. Yeah. I will check your guys out too as soon as I can get on, the typing and whatnot. And Matt, the Casa Fuentes and the Caesars too. Yeah, they're pretty close. It's a easy walk.
Monte Cristo is in the Caesars right off of the casino. The Fuente is in the mall.
Yeah, which I really like that mall.
Which I forget what hotels it connects, but it's right there between the Caesars and another hotel.
Yeah. And if you go to Monte Cristo, right across I want to say it's the Barge. It's like a nightclub. And when we go, it's usually later at night because we're either just getting into town. It's like, we're going to wrap up the night.
Yeah.
And they close pretty early for Vegas, at least. Around 1, I think, is the Monte Cristo Lounge. But the Barge across also closed that time. So you see the lights going when you first get there and everyone having fun. All of a sudden, the lights go off and the bright lights come on, and you see people just sweaty and tired leaving a friggin' dance club. And it's probably one of my favorite scenes of Vegas is seeing everybody leave a nightclub. It's just hilarious looking because then all the lights kick on. You see the mess.
Can you smoke a
14-year-old cigar? You absolutely can.
Depending. Yeah, absolutely. If you keep it well humidified and well temperature controlled, cigars will maintain for a long, long time. Now, of course, the oils and the flavors will dissipate because of the age. But, as long as you keep it well humidified in a good temperature controlled area, you can smoke cigars that are years old. I know there were some guys that were smoking cigars from before the embargo with Cuba.
So what was that, like 40 years now?
Yeah, so as long as you keep them maintained properly, you're good. Of course, if you just kept it on your counter in a drawer, it's not going to work. It's going to be super dry, and it's just not going to work.
You could try. It's not going to taste good. It's going to be bad.
But yeah, you just keep them in a humidor, and you're good to go.
Absolutely. And it's a little rule of thumb. Doesn't always work, but the darker the cigar, usually it's got a little more oil to it, depending on the blend itself. And those tend to lend themselves easier to aging. The lighter cigars tend to have a little lighter flavors. So keep that in mind if you ever are aging cigars. But that's not a set rule by any means.
No.
There are some very great Connecticut's, which are lighter cigars, that I think would age really well. And then a lot of times guys will tell you, blenders will tell you, hey, when I give you a cigar, smoke it right then and there. It's good to go.
So, I myself am aging 2 boxes right now. I'm aging my box of Viva La Vida Diademas and a box of Oliva Cervia Milanio number 4s. I've had
you're actually aging half of each little. I'm already smoking them little by little.
The Vila Vitas I've been aging for about 6 months now, and the Milanios will be a year on my birthday.
That's right, yeah. And real quick, John says Davidoff's not too far from Caesars too. Yeah,
no,
that's also another really cool mall because they have some really nice restaurants right in that area. So you want a cigar and then go get something to eat, then go back, get a nice coffee drink and a cigar.
Yeah, the Davidoff of Geneva. I know they do it probably the other lounges too, but they make a really good coffee and tequila drink. I know it sounds weird, but it's like a tequila anejo cafe from Padron. Patron.
Yep.
And I'm not a big Patron drinker. I like tequila a lot, but I think Patron is usually overpriced, and you can find some better quality stuff.
I would say
but they make a fantastic drink there that paired really well with their Davidoff Las Vegas line.
Yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal, and the lounge itself is really cool. I like the shape of it. The people that worked there were really awesome, and there was actually, I believe it was a bachelorette party going on.
Yep.
So that was cool to see a bunch of ladies smoking cigars and having a good time in Vegas.
And they were really cool. We talked to them that night, and we talked to their tobacconist, and we gave him our card, and he hooked us up with his general manager, and they actually let us do our show the next morning from the lounge.
Yeah. And real quick, Dennis just smoked a 12-year-old LFD Lancero. Very nice. So, yeah, there you go right there. That's not quite 14 years old, but that's pretty dang close.
Yeah, and I'm sure Jeremy has some stuff that's probably aged close to that, too, that I'm sure he's had aging for a long time that we could smoke, too.
Oh, yeah. I've had at least a few, 10 years aged cigars from him. It's amazing.
Yeah, especially when you keep them in the cellar and they start to get that yellowish color, and you've been aging them really well. That's really cool.
Yep. And real quick, so since I was there a couple years ago when they replicated the Evel Knievel jump. What? I want to see that.
That's cool.
That would have been awesome. Yeah. Just started smoking the Magic Toast. Matt said, "Good call. I like the Magic Toast."
I'm a big fan of the Magic Toast for Alec Bradley. I think it's probably one of the best cigars they've come out with in a while.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a great cigar.
You can see this on camera, guys, and you're listening on the podcast later. My ash fell off, and I got one little bit sticking straight up. So
that was a stem.
That's a stem right there. But you know what? Oh, it came right off. Burned right through. No problem.
You should have pulled it out. That would have been cool.
You don't pull out the stems like that.
I do.
Not all the time.
I do.
You do it way too often.
Now I'm going to start looking at mine now.
No. Oh, gosh. Should not have pointed that out. My goodness. But, yeah, other than that, I'm really happy to hear some people out there got some spots in Vegas that they already know they want to hit up. Cannot wait to see us all together in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
March is going to be some great stuff.
Now, of course, you guys, we still need input from you guys, Obviously, hotel prices and flight prices for you guys won't be included in the ticket price. But what is something you guys are going to be comfortable spending? We put a poll out there, and a lot of people said $300. And, I mean, that's great. You guys are willing to spend $300, but then you guys got to pay for hotels, food, and flight. So I think $300 might be a little over what we might ask. So I want to make sure we get you guys the best quality price we can give you with still giving you guys enough cigars to make it worth your while. Hopefully maybe make some t-shirts or some hats or something.
Yeah, that's definitely my goal, yeah.
So we want to make sure that we can give you guys the best bang for your buck. Again, this will be the first time we've ever done something like this. So we need all the input we can get, you guys. Once we give out the details on more stuff to come about this Vegas thing, make sure you guys let us know either on the Facebook page or Instagram, or you guys can just hit us up directly and let us know what you like, what you don't like, stuff you'd like to see, what good price points you think you might be comfortable with, because we don't want you guys spending $300 on this if you guys can't afford it.
No, we want to make sure that it's
$300 is a lot of money. So
yeah, we want to make sure it's a fun time and reasonable at the same time. We're not trying to big smoke it right off the bat. Yeah. And then real quick, so how many cigars do you guys smoke a day? My number right now is probably about 2 to 3.
I was gonna say usually on review days it's probably 2, just because I don't want to oversaturate my palate and kind of make it to where you can't taste anything else. On days where I'm just here relaxing, maybe 3. Event days, a lot more than that.
That number goes up to 8 pretty easily. I think the most I've done is 12, but that was at PCA or IPCPR at the time, and that was a long day.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good 14 hours of smoking, if not longer.
What?
Oh my God.
So what state?
Real quick, though, I want to repulse. I enjoyed the Alex Bradley American Maduro. Did you know the only brand Alex Bradley Lounge in the U.S. is in Lincoln, Nebraska? I did not know that.
I did not.
I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. And then, what state? We are in California.
Yeah, we're in, more specifically, Bakersfield, California, which is the very northern part of Southern California. So once you leave Bakersfield, you're in Central California. But yeah, we are in Bakersfield, so kind of a deserty, Dust Bowl-y area.
It is a little more like that, yeah. And 300 a little pricey with the hotel or without the hotel.
Yeah,
more like the 150 range. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
And Paul says Vegas. They have a big cigar fest every year. Maybe pick a different city. We went with Vegas because of the connections we have over there.
Yeah.
With JJ over at Cigar Outlet, and the fact that the other one's getting so big, you can't really do much. You're getting stuck in lines for forever. Mm-hmm. And this is not supposed to be about waiting in line for everything, but getting to actually have fun the entire time.
Yeah, getting to smoke cigars with people that watch the show and enjoy cigars. Getting to talk to some of the reps, on a more personal level. Again, the reason we picked Vegas was it is a great place for people that love cigars. With all the stuff they have on the strip, with the availability of you're able to be smoking in a lot of places, the atmosphere, the ease of actually getting there. A lot of people have direct flights to Vegas, which makes it really easy, as well as the hotel accommodations usually are more inexpensive when you go on off days like we're picking. Mm-hmm. So for us, Vegas just seemed like a really good idea. Plus, there's already a large portion of people in Vegas that watch the show, as well as support Las Vegas Cigar Outlet, and the people that are in, Kern County, LA County, Ventura County, Fresno, Kings, Tulare counties, even San Diego. We're only a few 4 or 5 hours from there. So if you can't fly, you can always drive.
It's pretty well located, yeah.
So yeah, that's actually why we went with Vegas. We didn't think you guys wanted to come to Bakersfield, even though the Genesis did. Thank you guys. We wanted to pick a spot that we knew would have tons of lounges, tons of options. So it was between this, San Diego, and Arizona. Arizona was a close second. As Phoenix, they have tons of lounges as well. But we just have more connections and more choices when we went with Vegas. So that's ultimately why we chose Vegas.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. And real quick, Shaban, you might be the only one watching from the UK right now, but we have quite a few fans over there.
Yep.
That watch on the Facebook page pretty regularly, along with Australia and stuff. But I'm glad you're checking in. Really, thank you for watching, by the way.
Yeah, really do appreciate that. Yeah. The support you guys give us from all over the world is amazing. So thank you very much.
And we'll talk later on Brexit, but that'll be for another day. Let me know what you think about it. I want an actual opinion from someone who it affects. But yeah, you don't have to actually do that. I was just kidding. But real quick, Paul, we'll make it big. We'll make it. This is the first year, but we're gonna build it up.
If we can get this to go as well as we're hoping,
dates.
We'll do it again the following year and the year after, and we'll do it until it's one of the biggest events that we can make it. The dates are going to be March 13th and 14th and 15th.
Yep.
Of course, like I said, the 13th, which is a Friday, everybody kind of just flies in, gets unpacked, unwinds, and then we'll meet up for a cigar, and we'll meet up at the strip. Yeah. And then, Saturday morning, we'll probably meet up at Las Vegas Cigar Outlet, have a cigar or two there, just
hang out for
a while. And then during the day, people can break and, do what they want to do, get food, sightsee, whatever. And then Saturday night will be the big party that we'll go all out on. We'll have a bar, we'll have the cigars, we'll have the reps. Hopefully Cigar Porn will come. That would be kind of cool if you guys ever want to get some of their stuff. Just have as many reps as we can out there. Hopefully some owners as well. I think that'd be really cool to see. And then Sunday morning, kind of everybody's going home, relaxing. We'll meet up one more time at the outlet. Have that last cigar over there with everybody, say our goodbyes, take some pictures, and you guys get your last minute deals, because I'm sure JJ will put on some deals for that day.
Oh, absolutely. And you're right, Matt. Phoenix is an awesome place too. Maybe we'll have to plan something for there as well.
Maybe we rotate it. Maybe this year we do it in Vegas, next year we do it in San Diego, then the following year in Phoenix.
Or just figure out where everyone wants to go.
Yeah. Maybe we could put out a poll, and as long as we have the support that we need from a local shop, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Real quick, Paul, VIP ticket experience, cigar lounges and strip clubs. If we could get enough people together, and if I can get a hold of them, we'll have the after party over at the Money Team Strip Club, right?
I will say
And
that
we'll not tell your wife. Don't worry.
we went to Vegas for my buddy's bachelor party a few years ago. It was really cool. I forget the name of the area, but we actually rented out like townhouses, and there was like 3 of us in each townhouse. And we had like 5 of them.
Oh, you used to go over someone's house.
And
You were
right,
squatters.
and I brought cigars because that was my thing, And a few people tried them. One of my buddies loved the acid, so I gave them all to him. And I bought a box of Oliva Cervia Milano Robustos. And the girls did their thing. The first night we actually all met up at the Paris Hotel, that little Eiffel Tower bar.
Awesome.
And then the second night we all did our own thing. We went to the strip club. The girls did whatever they do. And me and my buddy were sitting at the stage, ordered a drink, and the first girl that came on stage kicks my drink all over my pants. And of course, I was wearing light-colored pants, so it looked like I peed myself. So I was pissed. So I got up. I left to the back where we had our VIP booth, and I just sat there and smoked like 4 of the 10 that I brought with me.
Let's not lie, Frank. You got too drunk. He had too much excitement at the club, and he beat himself. Like, I'm not leaving this seat. This is my seat. And just went. No drink was spilled. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I wasn't there that time.
But yeah, if you guys want to do a gentleman's club, we'll throw an event over at Expose in San Diego.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's gentleman's lounge with a cigar humidor and a cigar smoking area. That I actually got to interview Alexis Texas when we were there last time.
Really fun.
And
she's
yeah,
super cool, by the way.
If you guys want to do something like that, we'll put that in the works for maybe the fall. Maybe we can get something going in the fall for that and make a little expose, cigar cave, Maduro, something or other going on.
Yeah, I'd like that. Because we're coming up over an hour and 15. So, any last thoughts?
Just wanted to thank Chris for these cigars. They were absolutely fantastic. It was my first one of this maker.
Yep.
And thoroughly enjoyed it, especially for a limited edition cigar. That's awesome. So thank you very much for that. Really, really good. So if you guys get your hands on some of these, I would definitely recommend doing so. Thank you guys for all your continued support. And we're going to make 2020 the best year we can for the Bakersfield Gentlemen. And look for more details on Saturday's show for the Vegas event. We're going to talk to JJ tomorrow, get some more details hashed out, and get some more info for you guys. But make sure you keep those days marked in your calendar. And we're going to do our best to make this the best event we can for you guys.
100%, guys. All right, we're checking out. But be sure to tune in Saturday. We're at 7 o'clock on the Facebook page. That's Pacific Standard Time. So I hope to see you all then, and we'll have that information for you about Vegas.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys.